What's going on, guys? TmarTn here, and today I've got another Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary for you guys. And there's no really tips or anything that I really want to share about the gameplay in this video. I just kind of wanted to sit down and talk with you guys and share my experience of having my wisdom teeth taken out with you all. Because as you guys know, I put up a video talking about how I was going to get them taken out soon. I was so nervous and everything like that. And I know a lot of you guys are around my age or even a little bit younger. So you're right in that prime area of life where a lot of people get these wisdom teeth taken out. And I wanted to share my experience with you guys because I've had absolutely no problems, at least so far, knock on wood. But yeah, it's been really good. I want to share it with you guys. So for those of you who may have to do it in the near future, won't be quite as nervous, and I can let you guys know what to expect. As well as I want to talk about a couple other things. Today is Valentine's Day. I've got a couple tips for some of you guys that I really think are going to help you out, and it's something you guys should definitely do. So anyway, first of all, my wisdom teeth surgery. I had my wisdom teeth taken out on Monday, which was 3.5 days or so ago, and everything has gone smoothly. I was so nervous about this thing. I've had everybody tell me about all the horrors. When you research things online about, like, you know, surgery and some things, of course all the bad things are going to come up. So I was seeing all this bad stuff online about it, and I was so nervous, but it was an absolute breeze. So I woke up. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and sorry if I sound a little bit weird if I'm pausing a lot. I can't really open my mouth all the way. I'm not as animated as I usually am, but bear with me here, guys. So I'm still recovering from it a little bit. But anyway, yeah, I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, went up to the doctor's office. They checked me in. They had me take off my shirt and put on like one of those open butt gowns, which was kind of funny. And then they like take your blood pressure and stuff, and then you wait in a waiting room, and they take you into the surgery room. And I've never really had surgery before, so I've never been in one of these, but it was pretty freaking intimidating. Like, it kind of scared me a little bit. It's this big white room with white floors, white walls, white ceilings. Everything is white and clean and hospital-like. It's got the big surgery lights hanging off the ceiling that are directly over this flat bed that's got like straps on it to hold your arms in and stuff. So it was pretty freaking scary looking, like something straight out of Saw or Hostel or something like that. But anyway, yeah, they laid me down on that, and the nurse like put a blood pressure thing on my arm, so they were taking my blood pressure every 5 minutes. They put these cold little patches on my chest that were checking my heart rate. She complimented me on my heart rate, which was nice, and then she also stuck an IV in my arm. And I've never had an IV before either, but it's really nothing bad. If you've had your blood drawn, you've had one before, you know, it's just a tiny little pinch. The thing is she held my arm out, and she's like, "Oh wow, do you play sports or something? You've got some really big veins." And I was like, "Yeah, I play sports, I lift weights, etc. I lift, bro, duh." But yeah, so she complimented me on my veins, and she said it was going to be really easy to get it in. And it took her 4 tries to get the needle in my veins. And she said that sometimes healthy people or people that are really active, even though the veins show a lot, they're really like thick, or they've got like some, I forget what she said. But either way, that was the biggest kind of negative part of this whole ordeal, is that she had to stick this needle in my arm 4 times before it finally stayed. And that actually kind of hurt, especially afterwards. But it wasn't too bad. So they stick this thing in your arm, and then you sit there and you wait for the surgeon to come in. And the surgeon came in, and he was like, "Hey Trevor, how you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm pretty good. How are you?" He's like, "Good. What's your favorite vacation destination?" I was like, "Well, I've been to the Dominican Republic. That was pretty cool, but I'd say Hawaii was probably my favorite." And he's like, "Okay, you're gonna be there in 10 seconds." And then he flips a switch and plugs the IV into the machine. And then it starts getting kind of like a little bit cold or a little bit cool right where that needle is. And then all of a sudden I can almost feel myself start to lift off the table, and then boom, I'm asleep. I literally don't remember anything else. All I remember is right before I went to sleep, I was thinking, all right, I'm going to try to stay awake through this. There is no way this thing is going to put me to sleep if I don't want to go to sleep. And I was just kind of floating there for, I would say, about 7 seconds or so. And then I was completely out. And the next thing I remember was laying in bed with my girlfriend watching Breaking Bad like 4 or 5 hours later. So literally you cannot remember a thing. It's so scary because I don't remember waking up from the surgery. I don't remember driving home with my mom. I don't remember having conversations with my mom or talking with my girlfriend or taking a bunch of pictures that we're taking and things like that. It's a complete blank. Like, you're walking, you're talking, you're moving, you're drinking, but you're like in robot mode or something. It's pretty freaking crazy. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's definitely a good thing because you don't remember anything about the surgery. You've got nothing to worry about in terms of pain or anything like that from the surgery. Now, after the surgery, it is gonna be a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, I would be lying to you guys if I didn't tell you that. Your mouth was opened extremely wide, and you had teeth pulled from your gums. Obviously, that's gonna hurt a little bit, but honestly, it's not that bad. You just kind of lay there, and you've got the painkillers if you need them. I didn't even need the painkillers. I took one just to try it and see if it would make me loopy, and it didn't really, so I haven't taken one since. I've got a whole bottle full of them, so I was kind of disappointed by that. I was hoping that would be kind of David after dentistry, but nothing really happened there. And yeah, like, it's a little bit painful in your jaw. You can't really open it as far as you want to, but other than that, the pain isn't so bad. I had almost no swelling, which I was really surprised by. A lot of people say you're going to look like a chipmunk after you have this done, but I looked completely normal, no swelling at all, which was pretty cool. And yeah, so it kind of hurts a little bit off and on for a couple of days, and then you're pretty good. You know, the worst part is not being able to eat right away. You're having to eat stuff like applesauce and chicken broth and pudding and things like that. But like I said, mine happened 2.5 days ago, and last night I was eating pizza for dinner. This morning I was having waffles and bacon and stuff, so I really haven't had any problems. I mean, I was so scared about this thing. But honestly, there is nothing to worry about. Just make sure you listen to the doctors. There's a high chance of getting an infection in there because you do have like an open sore in your gum. And what they recommend you do is gargle salt water after every time you have a meal. So just make sure you do that so you don't get an infection. And make sure you don't like drink from straws and things like that so you don't loosen up the blood clots. But that's about it. There's really nothing to be worried about, guys. If you have this coming up soon, like I said, I know a lot of you guys do. A lot of you guys are around that age. Make sure that you don't worry about it too much because it's really not a big deal as everybody makes it out to be, or at least the internet makes it out to be. So yeah, wisdom teeth surgery, not a big deal. Still kind of recovering from it. I will be bringing you guys a ton of videos once I'm fully back. But just remember, if you're having it done soon, don't worry about it. It's easy. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you guys about in this video is the fact that today is Valentine's Day, and I want to save some of your butts, okay? So I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you have significant others, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be, then I'm sure you've taken care of them. You know, you've gotten them chocolates or a bear or anything like that. I got my girlfriend a 4.5-foot tall bear. She's only like 5'2" or 5'3", so this thing is like half a foot shorter than her. It's so funny how big this thing is. I'm also taking her out to dinner, taking her to a movie, got her a couple inside joke gifts and things. So make sure you take care of your significant other, but also, all of you guys, every single one of you, have a woman in your life that you need to take care of today, and that is your mother, okay? Do not forget about your mother. Valentine's Day is not only about your girlfriend or boyfriend, it is also about your mother. So get her some flowers, or at least get her a card. And if you're gonna get her a card, make her a card. Do not go out to the store and buy one. Make her one. Color it with crayons, color it with colored pencils, color it with colored pens. Whatever you gotta do. If it's handmade, it's gonna be 10 times more meaningful than something you just bought from the store. So make sure you do that, guys. I know some of you guys forgot to do that. Before she gets home from work today, make sure you go out and get her some flowers or get her some chocolates or whatever. And then also make her a card if you can. And I bet you that she is very, very, very thankful for that. So anyway, guys, that's just a little tip for you all, a little in real life tip with TmarTn. I've got a bunch of great videos coming soon. I'm just waiting for my mouth to heal up, and we'll be back at it. So thank you all for watching. Check out one of the other 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them yet. Peace.